Okay, so median of a triangle is a segment from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So I'm just eyeballing where the midpoint is and then connecting those dots. That's median. And then this being the midpoint, this is the same length as this. Then centroid is where three medians intersect. So if you have a triangle like this, and I'm going to draw a median here, and then from this vertex to the midpoint on this side, I'm connecting that. And then from this vertex to the midpoint on this side, and where they intersect is the centroid. And then the length of these segments are related through numbers, a ratio, which we'll get to in a second. And then an altitude of the triangle is the perpendicular height. So if you have a triangle, the altitude is from the vertex and it creates a 90-degree angle with the opposite side. And then orthocenter is where the three altitudes intersect. So I'm going to draw a triangle here and draw three altitudes. So here it would be perpendicular height. And then from this corner to this side. And then from this vertex to this. And then where it intersects is called the orthocenter. Okay, and then on the back of this page, we're going to go over one of the theorems. Okay, so this theorem right here, centroid theorem. Centroids are where the medians intersect. I'm just going to keep repeating that so that way you hopefully kind of memorize it. Medians intersect at the centroid. And in this diagram over here, I'm just going to highlight the medians. So from the vertex to the midpoint, vertex to the midpoint, vertex to the midpoint like that. And where they intersect is the centroid. Okay, then from here, for each of these segments, so for example, for segment AE, it has an equation here, and it says that, like, to find the length of AP, it's 2/3 of this whole segment. So essentially, it's broken up into 1/3, and then this is 2/3 of the segment. And we can use that to find the length of each part, but in my experience, students really don't like working with fractions, so I like to think of it more as like a 2-to-1 ratio. 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts and 1 part. So for example, if AE was 15 units, like this whole segment was 15 units, you could do 15 divided by 3 to find the amount of 1 part. So PE would be 5, like the shorter side is 5. And then AP would be double that, which is 10. Like 10 plus 5 is 15. So that's the math of it. We'll do more practice. So if you didn't quite get it, it's okay. I'm going to explain it many more times. Okay, so from here, we're going to transition over to the practice page. So then we're going to 6.3 practice.